Today I have some great tips for those of you that sew in small spaces. Now, I haven't always had a large quilt room. I've had to share this current room with my husband. It also had to serve as a study room. So I have sewn in smaller spaces before. The house we lived in before had a small space that I sewed in. So today I have some tips to share with you that I think can help you. And if you're afraid to start sewing because you don't think you have space, well, maybe this will change your mind. Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome to The Simple Quilter. Today I'm going to be giving you tips for sewing and quilting in small spaces. If you sew or quilt in a small space, be sure to tell me about that in the comments below. If you have any tips and tricks to share with others who may be quilting and sewing in small spaces, please be sure to put that in the comments below. In a previous video, I showed how I used a Harbor Freight tool chest to organize some of my stuff in my quilt room. I think this will make a great storage cabinet for those of you that have small spaces. And one of the things that I really like about it is that it is on rollers, so it moves very easily. And this will hold all of the basic essentials for quilting. Here is my storage tool chest that I have behind me, and like I said, one of the best features is that it rolls very easily, so I can move it about my room without any difficulty. So if you had to put it in a closet when you were done or roll it into a space in your room designated for it, this would be a great option. Now, this lid does fold down, so it's not just huge, but it does fold down. A nice feature too here is that it locks, so if you have young children, you can lock your sharp seam rippers and your scissors away. Your rotary cutters, they can all be locked away. A nice thing about these cabinets too, they have lots of accessories you can purchase. They have magnets that you can hang on the side. They have little shelf units, but this one comes with a little shelf unit, so I have things like my basting spray, my best press. I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up here because I want to show you how I put my machine on here. I wanted to see if my sewing machine would fit. It was a little difficult to get in there, but if you had to do it, you could. You can see right here, my sewing machine's there. Here in this picture is another rolling cart that I've used in the past, and I still use it now. In this one, I keep my orphan blocks, my scrap bindings. I keep some scraps in here. I still have a little bit of scrapbook paper, but this would hold quite a bit of fabric and other quilting supplies like rotary cutters, scissors, pins, clips, seam rippers, all the basic essentials that you would need for quilting. And the nice thing about this is it's rolling. I think that's an important feature for small spaces because then you can roll it out of the way and put it in a closet when you need to. The next thing I wanted to share with you for sewing in small spaces is my Husky adjustable work table or work bench. Oh, I purchased this at Home Depot. Now they have some newer ones that have drawers, and if I were going to buy another one, I would definitely get the one with drawers. But this works great, and this can double as a cutting table, or you can lower it down into a sewing table. It's really stable. I've been cutting on this for years. I do back it up against my work table. It has locking wheels, and this works great. In small spaces, you want to be sure you have good lighting. Sometimes that can be an issue. And my Slimline lights, I have two of these. They're very adjustable. These are just a necessity for my quilt rooms. Like I said, I have two of them. They're a little pricey, but they work great for small spaces, and it clamps right onto my table. In the description below, I'll put a link for that if you're interested. It's a daylight light, so it just provides wonderful lighting. But I think this is a great option for sewing in small spaces because, again, it rolls and it can double as a cutting station or a sewing station. small spaces, it's important to limit your fabrics and quilt supplies. So when I had a smaller space, I didn't have duplicates, and way back when I first started, I just worked on one project at a time, and I worked on it until it was finished. I just didn't have the space to do more. But I wanted to show you some of my storage containers. Some of you have seen these before. These are the Artbin containers. These fit great underneath the Harbor Freight tool chest that I showed you. These are great for storing jelly rolls. You can store several jelly rolls in here. And then here's just another one that I like to use for pens and pencils, marking tools, small rulers, tape measures, seam rippers, to help keep my items contained. And I will put a link in the description below for all of those products. Another thing you might consider when you have just a small space, and that is to limit your fabric and sewing supplies. So instead of buying every ruler that's out there, because they are a little addictive and it's easy to accumulate a lot of stuff, consider borrowing from your friends. The same goes with books. Our Quilt Guild has a loan library, so I've checked out numerous books from there, and you can get those. Then you don't have to store a bunch of books, but you still have access to a lot of quilt books and lots of patterns. You might also considering books, magazine subscriptions, and even patterns online to save space. Another thing you might avoid doing is trying to save your scraps. You can use your scraps to do small projects like mug rugs or pot holders, or you can use them to make blocks for the back of your quilt, or even use it to make a block for the label for the back of your quilt. It's likely you won't be able to save lots and lots of scraps. And if you do save your scraps, you're going to have to limit how many you save. Even in my big quilt room, I limit the scraps that I keep. I only keep enough that fit in my scrap storage bins. When those bins get full, I have to get rid of something. This whole wall behind me is my design wall, and I absolutely love it. But that's not an option for many quilters. In my old sewing room, and when I first started sewing in this room, I didn't have this option. In fact, I didn't even have a design wall, but I could easily get down on the floor, and I used the floor. An easy solution for a portable design wall, we use these on quilt retreats all the time, are these flannel-backed picnic tablecloths. And you can put grommets on this and just even use command hooks in case you have to change the location or in case you have to take it down. But these work great. Like I said, we use these at every quilt retreat I go to. Now, I do understand that many of you may not have space for a cabinet or a table like this, and you may have to use your dining room table or a desk in an office. So here are some tips for those really, really small spaces. I have an on-the-go quilt bag, and I have all the basic essentials in here. I have a video out on this, and I'll put a link to that in the description below as well as above so that you can see that video. But this would be able to easily be stored in a closet. So this is really a good option for having very small spaces, or if you have to share a space with an office or like a dining room. Some other products that might help you are sewing machine cases that roll. Now, I've had these sewing machine cases for a long time. These I purchased at our local Wal-Mart store. They were really inexpensive at the time, but the nice thing about this is they have lots of pockets, so it can really hold a lot of quilt supplies as well as my sewing machine. You can see here how it has all kinds of pockets for storage. Right now it holds my serger, but I did use this for a long time for my sewing machines. This one is a little bit fancier. This is a Tutto, and it is really fantastic. One of the things I like about it best is it rolls really easily, and it can just roll every which way. It's big enough to put my sewing machine in. I take this to Quilt Retreat, and it's so easy to use, and it holds so many supplies. It holds my rulers. It has all kinds of pockets. There's room for fabric on the inside. But rolling sewing machine cases are good options for storage solutions for small spaces because you can roll them and put them away in a closet. Another tip I wanted to share with you is be sure you take advantage of vertical storage space. I have a video out showing how I use some vertical storage space in my quilt room, and I'll include a link in that in the description below. I have a couple of pictures to show you. These are of vertical storage solutions that you can use that are behind the door. The first one is a rack, and on these racks you can put the pool noodles like I've done here, and you can put extra quilts, you can put quilt tops here, you can hang some panels on here. I have a large piece of backing fabric here, so these are nice because they're behind the door and they're hidden away, and it's so easy to get to them to use them. The other one is a shoe caddy, but look how great this is for storing your quilt items. It holds a lot of fabric. There's actually several yards of fabric in this one. Your rotary cutters, your scissors, your spray bottles, your clappers, all kinds of things can be held on this over-the-door storage system. Now, another tip for sewing in small spaces is to use a smaller ironing board, or you can use an over-the-door ironing board like the one pictured here. There are also caddies that will hold your ironing board and a full-size iron behind the door, so that would be an option. If your space is really small and you don't have room to put an ironing board, you can get one of these combination mats that serves as an ironing board as well as a cutting mat. And it stores away very easily. In fact, I store this one in my Harbor Freight tool chest that I just showed you. You also might want to consider using smaller irons. Now, this is an Oliso. I'll put a link for these products in the description below. This is a smaller portable iron that's much cheaper that I purchased at our local Walmart store. But there are options for smaller irons, and that might help you when sewing in a small space. And that's just another tip to help those of you who are sewing in small spaces. If you have any tips for sewing in a small space, be sure to put that in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and until next time, have fun quilting.